49-year-old female here. My father has always shared things with me that, as an adult, I now understand are inappropriate. When I was 13, he told me, "Don't have sex, but give head so that you don't get pregnant." This past month, he has had yet another health struggle, because he focuses more on the world ending, if you can believe it, than on his own health. He tells me about how how he hasn't been functioning properly for 20 years, and unbelievably, he says it's partially my mom's fault. The level of disgust that came over me was indescribable. First of all, why is he telling me this? What the? Secondly, that's what happens when you have a stroke after a lifetime of neglecting your health because I'm not eating sticks and twigs. He was close to 500 pounds at one time and has been on blood pressure meds since he was a teenager. Always a non-compliant patient. Your father sounds a bit like mine. Visiting our covert incest helped me a lot. I wish you the best. My mother loved telling me all about her lack of sex life during her marriage to my now deceased father, which no child wants to know about their parents' sexual habits or lack thereof. She also enjoyed pondering about my golden child brother's sex life, which is just weird. My narcissistic mother overly shares sexual things and it's so uncomfortable. Here are a few traumatizing examples. My dad, who I believe is also a narcissist, would complain to me when I was maybe 12 that she was telling the neighbors about a new trick she learned while performing oral sex. A few years back, she showed my friend, who was 20 at the time, a nude of her in see-through lingerie out of nowhere. She has accidentally sent me nudes, like of her bare breasts she meant to send to men. She would talk to my brother's girlfriends about sex, and they would tell me how uncomfortable it made them. Another time, she tried going on and on to me about how sore she was, talking about sex with her new boyfriend. Also, in the middle of Costco, in front of my children and other children, she told an old parent of a student she taught that her boyfriend had a stroke after they had sex, and he died, and said, "Well, at least he went out doing what he loved." I was like, "What the heck is wrong with you, lady?" That poor woman was so uncomfortable, you could just see it in her face. She fake laughed and grabbed her children and walked away.